back. Testicles 1, 2, 3. Testicles 1, 2, 3. Hey, y'all got 11 hours left in this 2v8s. I'm gonna hop on in. Oh, 20 survivors. Woo! Oh, because I keep. 20 more now. Deep pop. Puff.
People describe the times they were truly terrified. So my summer job is at an acting troupe in my little city. We do children's theater in a park and haunted hikes throughout the city at night. I live on the east coast of North America, so we have really old cities. So anyway, we have a headquarters where we do all of our writing for our plays and where we do day camps with kids. The building is an old barn turned into an office, and upstairs there's a kind of play area for the kids. I joined the troupe last year and immediately had all ghost disbelief stamped out of me. All of the older troupe members had stories about our headquarters. I should mention that after a haunted hike, we head back to our building, get changed, and leave around midnight. So anyway, most of the stories revolve around this time of the night. Most of the stories include hearing something large and heavy being dragged across the floor upstairs. Our best guess is it might be a ghostly bag of seed. Others say they hear whistling coming from upstairs with a very dark and narrow staircase leading to the upstairs. Last summer seemed to be when a lot more activity occurred. Two of my co-workers were in the front entry area putting away costumes into the boxes for the next day when they heard whistling coming from the stairs, which were right beside them. Both shrugged it off, and one walked into the office. The other, who remained in the front entry, said she heard the whistling again and turned and saw what she described as a cloud of darkness that sped up the stairs. Another time, this was when we were all sitting in the office after a hike drinking some beers when we heard the door upstairs slam harder than I have ever heard a door slam before in my life. Now I know what you're thinking. Obviously a window was open or something. Well, you're wrong. After a few minutes of gaining some courage, a few of us went upstairs to see if that was the case. Upon investigation, we saw that no windows were open in the building at all. Later that night, we heard the noise of the big bag of seed being dragged across the floor upstairs. And the last story I have of this haunted building that everyone who works there, no matter how much of a skeptic they were, now believes beyond a shadow of a doubt is haunted, is what scared me the most. Again, this happened after a haunted hike we performed. Two of us were putting costumes away in the front entry, just like the other two girls from the other story. We were just talking to each other about random stuff when we heard the sound that I can only describe as feeling like my ears were going to vomit. We were just standing there when we heard what seemed like metal being ground up in a blender. It was terrifying. What was really scary about it was the sheer clarity of the sound in our heads and the volume. It seemed as if it should have felt it, as if people blocks away could have heard it. So obviously we ran as fast as we could to the office where the rest of the co-workers were. We actually both got stuck in the doorway because we were both trying to get it so fast. But when we asked if they heard the noise, they all had no idea what we were talking about. So,
what?
This up by saying,
this bitch ain't even been on no damn gym, man.
The city we live in is supposed to be one of the most haunted in Canada, and there are plenty of stories to tell. Right across from our building is a cathedral where there is supposed to be one of the most haunted
I'm over here and fuck my shit up.
I got two, but neither of them happened to me. Two girls had been stopped at a stoplight.
Then gave me away! Oh my gosh. Ain't no fucking help.
Luckily, one of the friends recognized that it was unlike the cell phone to detect something like that, and she contacted the cops. Second one of my friends was apartment hunting. She responded to an ad in the local newspaper about an apartment that sounded great. The guy on the phone told her that the apartment was in great condition and that he was leaving the country and wanted to sublet for an extended period of time. They set up a place and time to meet so he could show her the place. She, not realizing that anything was off, called the apartment complex to make sure that they allowed subletting so she didn't get in trouble. The complex told her that no one with the van station was renting the property. She was too nervous to do it, but I contacted the local paper and told them what was going on, and they didn't do jack shit about it. Never really had any scary experiences like many folks out here, but I've been startled once at the least. All I've learned is that walking through big cities is not a wise thing to do, especially when the guy ahead of you ran.
So ain't nobody gonna get me off the hook?
Try 90 signs to stop in front of you on the sidewalk.
I guess not. Wow.
Other times I've been approached by random people of all ethnic backgrounds at night.
I'm giving everybody a thumbs down.
A lot of this wasn't even in the city, but rather in towns and suburbs. Probably the scariest thing, though, for me was finding my own
Oh, everybody giving them thumbs down.
Less scary and more just real was what I've been with my girlfriend for a few months. Every night was a different event on the street, from fights between random people to fights between cops and random people. So far, it's the first and only time I've ever witnessed the sound of a cop with a non-threatening human skull. I can still recall the sound of the crack echoing fairly well. When I was
This
a kid,
fucking
I went to
bitch.
the street there in Chinatown with my mother. I was looking at something on a table, and my mother told me to stay there. She went to
This bitch.
She left me holding shopping bags as well.
She finna piss me
I couldn't
mad.
find my mom anymore. I started walking around crying, and this young couple spots me. The girl picks me up, and she makes the guy hold the shopping
I'm
bag.
not doing shit
She
else.
asks if I could spot my mother through the crowd. The streets were seriously packed. I said no, and she put me down, and we wandered some more. Then she picked me up again to see if I could spot my mother, and I finally found her. She was busy looking at something, and they brought me to her. She didn't even notice I had gone missing. I was only 5 or so at the time, so it always freaks me out to think what might have happened if that couple hadn't found me. I wish I had a way of contacting them now.
Everybody's stressed waiting on payday, knowing that the bills don't pay. That's where Tilt comes in. Tilt gives you access to up to $400 instantly, no credit check, no interest, and no late fees.
If that couple hadn't found me, I wish I had a way of contacting them now. When I was a student, I finished a bar shift one evening, and there was a sudden bus strike in London. The only money I had on me was what I needed to eat that week. I had no money for a taxi or two, and thought I'd just walk home. I lived near a landmark that you could see from miles away. I knew how to get from the landmark home easily enough, but didn't know a route from where I was to the landmark, so I winged it. My experimental path took me into a nice-looking estate near the bank of the Thames River, but also to a dead end. I had to backtrack, and in doing so caught the attention of a tall black man in a purple tracksuit walking along the path by the side of the river. I'm a big guy, though, so I wasn't unduly alarmed. Anyway, as I was walking along the road, still in a nice-looking but very quiet, business-oriented part of town, I noticed that the guy was behind me. He doesn't do a courtesy cross of the street or slow down. He's matching my speed and keeping a constant distance. At one point, I notice a security guard in a lobby of a glass-fronted building and step into the shelter of its facade whilst pretending to make a phone call. The black guy passes by and turns left and out of sight further down the street. I give it a few moments and resume walking along the street. I look behind me further along, just to keep situational awareness, and he's back again. He had walked up that street only so that he could wait for me to pass by and start following me again. Well, I'm truly alarmed now. I start walking quicker when we come across the steep curve incline. As soon as I know that I'm out of his line of sight, I sprint up the rest of the hill. I would have kept running, but a taxi was passing, and I hailed it and jumped in. I figured I would be better off spending my food budget on getting out of there and eating oatmeal for a few days rather than staying in that situation. The route the driver needed to take involved doubling back the way that I came, so I scratched down in the back seat.
Oh
We
shit.
passed the guy who'd been following me, and I remember his puzzled face as he scanned the street, trying to figure out how I was nowhere to be seen. Fucking London. Went to pick up a girl from a bar to take her home because she had no vibe and she was plastered. We got to her place, and I was ready to go home. I hardly knew this chick, but she was cute, and I was beginning to like her. She took me to her bedroom to hang out while she fell asleep. I assumed I'd just come and head home, but well, she started to try and have sex with me. I insisted that we do not do this, as I didn't have condoms and neither did she. She continued as I continued to say no and push her away. Being a bigger girl, she forced herself on me and unbuckled my pants and started sucking me, which was fine, and then she hopped up and on top of me before I could blink. Sloppily wet, I slid right inside, and of course, it felt good, so I said, fine, you can come. So, she went buck wild until she came, and I was like, okay, now we're done. She said no and kept going,
Oh
and I
my.
said, no, we're done. I don't want to come. I don't want this. Stop, and I said no about 30 more times, not an exaggeration, all the while pushing her off as she forced her weight upon me. Well, all of this obviously still felt good because vaginas feel good to a penis, right, guys? Well,
Oh shit, I'm dead as hell.
there, hands unbuttoned, standing at attention, soaking juices from both of us, wondering, what the fuck did I let happen? I got up, got dressed, and left, after drinking a couple of her beers in the fridge, as I had something to calm me down for what just happened. I got in my car and called the only person I could talk to about it at the time, my mom. I was hysterically crying about the whole thing while she told me it'll be fine, just relax. I couldn't find my way home. I was so incredibly shook up. After about an hour, I arrived home, normally a 20 to 30 minute drive. I went to work and came home and slept. I couldn't figure out how to drive it out of my head but to sleep. About a month later, as we were on and off dating/friends, she called me, screaming at me for getting her pregnant, telling me I shouldn't have taken advantage of her and I should have used a condom and blah blah blah. Well, I said I'll take responsibility and do what I need to do, so let me know when the due date is and keep me updated on progress throughout. Well, then I meet another chick, we hit it off, she moves in with me, and this prego bitch stalks me like a psycho killer trying to get us to break up. Come to find out, the kid was never mine. She was pregnant with her ex's kid, but he smartly wanted nothing to do with it, so she was trying to pin it on me. I escaped at one luckily and have never had a one-night stand ever again. I've promised myself that this relationship that I have now, getting married this year, doesn't work out, I'll throw a bitch to the floor, risking jail time for assault, before I'll let that happen again.
Damn.
TL, DR, do not stick your dick in crazy.
Fresh lemonade!
Sorry, kid, I don't get paid till Friday.
Just use Bridget and get up to $250 instantly. No credit check, interest, or late fees.
You want strawberry or regular?
Download the Bridget app and get $50 to $250 instantly.
During my late high school days and college years, I was avidly into the occult and paranormal. I found it fascinating. I was so interested that I co-founded, and later became president of, the Paranormal Club at my school. The club was great, and the members were an awesome group of people. We quickly became the most popular and powerful club on campus. Being in the club, we did investigations. This is where popular businesses and property owners would let us into their building to try to collect evidence. I don't want anyone to think we were a bunch of gung-ho kids looking for a quick scare. We acted professional, did background on the client and structure in question first, always went into an investigation expecting nothing and looking for common solutions, and adhered to a certain code of conduct. Some investigations were outdoors on public roads. We called these urban myth nights and normally used them as a training ground for new members. One of these spots in question is what completely changed my outlook on life. This road, we'll call Dark Road, was in the middle of the roads next to a running river. I took a small group out there, which consisted of 2 new members, myself, and a self-proclaimed psychic in the club. While out there we would use instruments like a K2 meter, EMF detector, DVR, and camera pictures. While first out there, we noticed fog in the pictures and thought this was fishy because we could see no fog around, but we dismissed it because we were next to a river late at night and some people were smoking while we had breaks. While we still did not smoke during the pictures, we know they could be shot down for the fact that a cigarette pack was present. Our psychic kept looking into the woods and talking to someone, saying, "It's okay. Come out. We just want to talk to you." I thought this was funny until I looked into the woods and could see the bushes and tree limbs moving around. I thought this was an animal until I heard the child's laughter and eventually heard herself. Now, the best way to see someone from afar walking to you and they're nothing but a shadow with a little bit of definition. She, which was explained to me by my psychic, did not come any closer, and we got nothing else the rest of the night. Because of this, we packed up and left. But that's not even close to the end. On Halloween night I wanted to test the theory that spiritual activity is at its peak. So, I went back to Dark Road and took a small group of friends with me who were interested in the subject. After making our way there, I only had a K2 meter. While there I got the best results with it that I have ever seen in my life. I use it for answering questions. Lights turning green means yes, and no lights means no. Mind you, I'm in the middle of the woods with no power lines around me, and this thing is giving me immediate answers. Almost as if I'm having a conversation with someone sitting in front of me.
Leo, what's
So anyway,
going on?
I asked the typical yes or no questions such as, are you a male? No lights. Are you a female? Lights to green. Are you young? Lights to green. Are you in your 20s? No lights. Are you a little girl?
Feeling
Green
better
lights.
from
And
earlier.
can you make the lights go up to green twice
Hope
and yellow
so.
once? Green twice, yellow once? I then asked, for some odd reason, how she died. I don't know why I said this because I quickly realized that this was not a yes or no question. Quickly a girl behind me said, "Oh God," and covered her face. She opened her hands from her face to show
Chilling
that her
now.
nose was
Good
gushing
deal, good
blood
deal,
right
good
after
deal.
I asked the question. We all stayed calm, and I wrapped up the session, and we
I
went
love
home.
to hear it.
The girl was fine, a little freaked out. She also told me she I'm not sure yet. Getting close to the kicker now. So finally I plan an all-out investigation on this place. We have all the cameras, IR lights, DVR, K2, EMF, and digital thermometer. And I made
Dr.
sure I had
Hollowed
3
on
groups covering
YouTube.
this place. Before I
Like
said I had a self-proclaimed
chilling scary
psychic would be the
stories
first
that
time I
happen
went
in
there.
real
We'll
life,
call
the
her
most
Sue.
terrifying thing
This
that's
time I
happened to you
decided to bring
type
her and a
shit.
friend of mine who has very impressive credentials to be called a psychic.
Real
We'll
life
call her Mary.
events and shit.
I put Mary and Sue in different cars.
It's,
And I
I'm
didn't
on
let
my
them
own
talk to
right
each
now.
other or even see
On
each
my
other.
own.
I had the car convoy do a slow
Why
drive
did
through a
it
dark
end
road
this
with the
way?
psychics.
Normally this is what I do when it's just me by
After the
myself.
ride, I talked to both Sue and Mary, and they both
I'll
gave
just
me
sit here and play the
descriptions and names of
game.
spirits in the
I'll
same
put on some
spots.
background
One in
noise.
particular was a man. The man's name was Jeremiah. This
Entertain
name
myself
coming
and
from both
y'all.
psychics.
That
They
shit,
both
that's
explained
about
that he was a
it.
bad man. He raped, killed, and tortured women.
Okay,
They told
ever
me he liked
listen
it
to
and that he also got away with it.
yeah, I don't like the
Sue,
voice though.
Mary, or
I
anyone
be
else
going
was
for the
without the
voice
accuracy of
since
their
it's
readings
just
until
like
after the
audio
investigation.
background to
I
me.
did not want it to taint
They have to have a
authenticity.
certain type of voice for
Before
me
the
to listen
investigation
to
even
it.
got
I
underway,
don't like the
one
voice on
psychic, Sue,
creepypasta.
said she was unable to go on because
Well, it
Jeremiah was so
depends,
strong and
but it's like the same thing that I'm
waited off of the
listening
road
to
in the car
now.
for
I
the
guess
remainder of
it's
the
about
night.
the same. Oh, they
During
done
the
put me in a different
investigation,
map. I
Mary
guess you
told
could
me
say
that
it's
there
about the
were
same
three men
category.
following us around.
But
Their
I
names were
fucks with
Sarah,
creepypastas and
Nancy,
shit. Yeah,
and
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah,
American
yeah,
Indian
yeah.
whose name we couldn't pronounce.
It's just that I have to go
Instead, we
for the
called her Brave
voice.
Spirit. We had no
I
physical
can't
evidence
do
the
an
whole night
irritating
that these three
voice.
were following us.
True, I feel you. I hate
Towards
to
the
say
end of the night, we
about
had no evidence and were ready to leave.
my what if story.
All of a sudden, 2 girls, one of them Mary, complained
So,
of awful back pain that had both
damn, why do they don't be sending me and
Mary
Bae
could
to
do
these
nothing
maps?
but
See,
look
I
at me
knew they'd
with a
be
little
doing
smile
different
and
maps
say,
and
"It's
shit.
Jeremiah."
Or maybe because the
Because their
Arizona's
backs were
up.
in pain, I had them stand straight up and put their backs to me and another male investigator.
Wonder where it's
I
at,
said
yeah.
out loud that if there is anything here hurting these girls, you are not allowed to, so please leave. At that moment, we heard a big loud "fuck you" come from our right and immediately felt like someone was right
They're
in my face
everywhere.
yelling at me. Now, I'm a big guy, and I've had my fair share of fights, so I'm a pretty intimidating guy to first meet, so I started yelling at this thing to leave. I used a few choice words, and it felt like I was in an argument with someone who wanted to beat the hell out of me. Finally, after fighting with what seemed like nothing for 20 minutes, Mary said,
She wanted to start shit.
we were all excited that we stood up to this and went home with our heads up high. Almost done. During review of our evidence, we didn't find much, but what we did find was a beautiful thing. First, the whole night I treated this Sarah spirit like she was a little sister to me, and I didn't call her at all. And I had Mary
I
interpret
hate the
what
ones
Sarah
that
was
sound
saying.
monotone like where's
At the end of the night, Mary
enthusiasm?
helped Sarah close over with the next plane. Well,
I don't like the
we found
women
Sarah on a
either.
digital recording.
Women be
I'm
too
saying,
detailed.
Sarah,
I like get straight to the
like you
point.
did for me on Halloween. Can you do that, pretty please? You then hear a faint noise. And you have
What needs to go
listen
on to the
carefully.
next story?
You can clearly
I
hear
don't
a
care about
frustrated
them
girl
going to
saying,
no
"I'm
court,
sorry." This was a
getting
great
documents
feeling.
from the library.
Like I actually helped someone who needed me. Then, we had the Nancy spirit following around another investigator because Mary said that Nancy thought he was cute. In another voice recording, you can hear me say,
Alright, I'm gonna end up destroying all y'all pallets.
Nancy, if you heard it, you might shoot yourself at how clear it is. Lastly, the bad part. I get a call a few months after the investigation from Mary's mother. She says to me, Mary's been having some trouble with Jeremiah. I hear. She said this joking, and the name Jeremiah didn't click with me because I didn't have any friends with that name. I said, oh yeah? And she said, yeah. Mary's father even saw him standing at her door begging his left. This is when it clicked in my thinking. Turns out this Jeremiah
Oh
followed
yeah,
Mary
tell your
home and
wife
tricked us.
don't play the
Mary
story
went days
mode on
without
VO7.
sleeping
I'm
because all
watching
she
the
could hear
music
was him
shit.
screaming in her face
Oh,
while
she
he tried to
wouldn't even play it if
Mary's
she
mom,
had the game.
she took
It
me
would probably be me who would play story mode. She wouldn't even play story mode on VO7. Or I don't. She wouldn't play. It would be me play story mode.
Personally, I hope no one believes
She'll
me
probably be on
and
multiplayer
thinks these
Warzone
things
type
don't exist.
shit. She don't
I
play
wish I
no
didn't
story.
believe it. I have trouble sleeping at night because it always feels like someone is
She don't
watching
play
me.
no story. She be
I
ready
never
to
did an
shoot.
investigation after
She
I
don't
heard
want to
that
listen to no
news, nor
story.
do I even
What she
mention
say?
the
She
things
ready
I've
to
seen
shoot a
or
nigga
heard.
in the face.
I'm
Yeah,
not here to
she
tell you
ain't
to
playing
believe
no
in
damn
ghosts
story.
because I don't care what you believe in.
I mean, I let her know, but she ain't playing no story mode. She be ready to shoot. She don't care about no story mode. Storylines make no sense. The voice actors are garbage in that final form. You know. Man, so many different reviews and opinions on it. I don't know what to think.
They are real, and they are everywhere. Alright, it's not my story. It's my brother's, but he only browses Reddit and doesn't comment. My My brother and his friends went out to
What
work.
you doing?
And
Good.
we're walking to get there.
Where you been? Don't do it, Miss
They
Silly.
walked
Don't
in
do
front of
it.
this really creepy, rundown trailer.
Color purple and that shit.
They heard people stirring in the house. The people who
I
occupied
don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna get the game.
So as a
I don't want to pay
natural reaction
that
such
much
a
money
thing,
for
all
no
the guys in
game.
the house break out their shotguns, hop in their truck and move on.
I'm not one of the ones that be big when games first come out.
One trying to dodge the truck and one trying to dodge the cops.
I be chilling.
The group my brother was in, the one getting chased by
I'm not the type. Oh, I'm finna go get it right now.
lying in the weeds so the people couldn't see them. The cowboy
I don't care about the hype.
using its spotlight to search for his
I
brother
like
and
to
his
play
friends,
what I
and
like
the
to
people
play.
driving took many pot shots at the field
If
with
I
their
get it, I
shotguns.
get it. If
Once they
not,
left, my brother was able to get someone to come.
oh well.
Turns out the people getting chased by
Oh
the
well.
with shotguns, but at much closer range.
It won't hurt
Thankfully,
me.
no one was hurt.
That stupid
It
wench.
was the most recent retard.
Knees on pull off into the first drop. I'm one of them people. If it ain't cheap as hell or free as hell, it can go to hell. That's my motto. If it ain't cheap as hell or free as hell, it can go to hell.
It was during the summer, and I was about 10 or 11. So on Channel 7, but there's this one story because it's the middle of the afternoon. Good after school cartoons. So I decided to turn on the stereo and jam to whatever CDs are in there.
It could go to hell.
Where our TV and stereo was in direct sight.
Hell, I ain't even hit
Our door didn't have any glass, but
the
there was a
highest
narrow
prestige
window
in
with textured glass
VO6 yet.
down
I'm
on the
still
floor getting
working
all the
on
stereo
that.
bits turned on slash up and
What's
switching
that,
CD
level
when it
1,000? I'm
someone
still
watching.
working to get to
It's
1,000.
over, and there's this figure
Like
staring
all the
at me
other
through
Call of
the window.
Duties.
No knock, no doorbell
I
ring,
think I'm only
nothing. Just
prestige
I
400.
freaked the fuck out, backed up
I
into
still
the
got
living
work to
room,
do
out
in
of the line of sight of
VO6.
the window, and grabbed the phone to call my mom. I ran around through the kitchen into our dining room, where there was a window where I could peek out and just barely see the front porch. So, I'm explaining what's happening to my
Facts
mom.
one more
peeking out
time
the
for the
window,
people
and
in the
some lady
back. I'm
standing
still
there.
in that phrase,
She
by the
stood there
way.
for a few
You ain't
minutes
gotta
and just
steal it.
turned and walked off.
Just let niggas
She
know where
wasn't
you
dressed
got that
shabbily
shit
or
from.
anything.
I'm gonna have to
She was wearing
copyright
what
my
looked like a
shit.
suit
Everyone
jacket
be
and
trying to
skirt.
take my
I
stuff.
can't for the life of me figure out what
You
was
ain't
going
gotta
on.
steal it, just
She just
use
stood
it.
there,
But just remember
stared,
where it
and then
came
turned
from.
and walked off the
That's all I say.
But either way, that experience
Just
pretty much
remember
scarred
where
me
it
for life.
came from. That's Tasmanian 93 original. I be coming up with the shit. Write all the slogans. I need to start sending emails and videos. Boy, be coming up with it. It just come right off the tongue, you know what I'm saying? I just be talking shit. You right. Shout out to Tab. Hey. Thank you. I just be chilling, bro. I just be talking. Got you, bitch. I just be talking. Chilling. You need to copyright a lot of shit. That story went off. I'll have to find another one. Hold on. 2 shots left. Where is Teddy? We was on the line. Did something happen to the line? Man, she ain't been back since. Shit. Maybe she'll hop on. Gotta manifest it. Come to me. Tell her what it. Shit, fuck. Yeah, stick it. Lord.